Hey everybody, welcome back, and Happy New Year 2024. This is just a debrief from 2023. We had a pretty good year overall. I've got... It was a busy year. We'll start it there. It was a busy year. Started off with the Cabin Fever Challenge, like usual. Got into a lot more gun content. I had a lot of personal stuff going on in my life. Career change, extreme dissatisfaction with the career, or I should say the location I was at for my career. I got so fed up with that I got out of teaching entirely. There is some new news that is teaching related. That's good stuff for you guys to hear, but that'll come another time. We did a lot. There have been a lot of things going on, so I haven't gotten to post this year as much as I would have liked to. Didn't get to keep my schedule, but I did manage to stay to one video per month at minimum. On top of that, there were some new purchases. I got that M1A that you guys saw in the Cabin Fever Challenge video. Fun thing is, I haven't had the opportunity to shoot it since the Cabin Fever Challenge because I can't find ammo. For those of you who've been following the news in New York, Governor Hochul, or the Yokel as we've been calling her, Bucktooth Beaver, she restricted everything so much in New York State that it's getting really tough to find ammo, even though supplies have, generally throughout the U.S., been getting better. Prices are insane on ammo right now. I'm really glad that I'm a reloader. Unfortunately, I didn't already have reloading supplies for 308 or 7.62 NATO because I never had one that required it before. Got plenty of 303 though, and that's what really matters. So we went through all that. Did some pistol shooting videos. Those laws have all changed too. Now I'm not going to get into it, but we had all that going on. Nice growth of the channel. Thank you for all of your support, everyone out there. We came just shy of my goal. I was hoping we'd get to 200 subscribers by the end of the year. Today's January 1st, and we're at about 190, something like that. So we almost doubled the size of our channel in a year. So thank you so much to all of you for your support. We did some content on boots, which I've done in the past. That all seemed to have very good reactions. I do have new things coming up. I recently was able to finally purchase a legitimate good camera. That'll be arriving here in the next couple days, and that'll be nice because I feel like the two videos I made this year that were really, truly good videos were unfortunately ruined by the crappy Chinese camera that I had, which it seems whenever I film a video that I think is really great or has really good information that someone could actually use, every time I try that is when the camera corrupts the data, and that's how you end up with good content in a crappy video. It's also how you have a camera that no matter what you do, it's always dark. The lighting always sucks. So that camera is getting retired. I'll do a little video to piss and moan about that. Show you what camera I had so you know never to buy it. Then once the new camera comes, I'll be able to start filming some of the videos I've been holding off on because I wanted to make sure I could film them right with a good camera and have a nice quality video. Video quality overall this year, I think it had some ups and downs. There were some that were done, I think, pretty well. I was able to edit, and there was others that just were god-awful. I'd love to refilm them, but I don't feel the need to. So we'll work through there. That brings us into end of the summer. I did start a new job. I'm not going to go into details on it just because of the conditions of that workplace. It's a great place to work. What I mean by conditions is the employee policy. Not allowed to talk about it online, so I have to follow that rule set as condition of employment. I will say I'm loving the new job. I'm actually January 6th, I believe. January 6th will mark 6 months since I started there, and I still thoroughly enjoy it, and I plan on sticking with it for quite a while. It's amazing how much it opens your eyes getting from a really, truly terrible work environment and finding one that's absolutely great. The people I work with are awesome. My boss is an awesome guy. He's actually someone that, if the opportunity arose, yeah, I would definitely go out and get drinks with the man. He's a good guy. He's not out to get anyone, and he's got a good head on his shoulders. He knows how to lead. So 2023 started out really crappy year, ended rather nicely. I'm hoping that trend continues. I'm not going to say anything to jinx myself for 2024. I'm hoping that everyone has finally learned their lesson and stopped saying that, oh, this year's going to be my year. Don't do it. Resist the temptation. So that's where we're at the moment. Once my new camera comes, I'm going to be filming my first real video of 2024, which will have to do with the Cabin Fever Challenge. It's not going to be my entry, but it's going to be something that is useful for those of you who want to participate. This year, I'm the division leader for Division 3, the manual repeating. I'm looking forward to that. I really, at the end of the day, military surplus bolt actions are my favorite type of firearm. So that's something cool. I've got a couple of ideas for that video, so those will be coming. I'm also now going to finally, since I'll have a good camera and I can get better lighting, I'll be able to start doing some filming of things with the tractor. I've got 2 new pairs of boots to review. I've got some new tools and knives to review, so that'll all be coming within the next few months. I'm hoping to be getting a new car in the spring. I'm not getting rid of the Mustang, but I do need a 4-wheel drive where I am now, because I need to be able to tow and to haul stuff back and forth now that I am out in the boonies again. That was the nice thing. Getting out of the suburbs has made me so happy. I'm back out in the Northwoods, and I love every second of it. So, new vehicle will be coming at some point. I'm hoping to get a new shotgun at some point. So, we might do a review on that once I have the savings set for it. I'm trying to be careful with my money right now, seeing how expenses have changed with the new job and a new salary. I don't want to overextend myself, but I also have things I want to do. So I'm trying to get a new workshop built here on the property. So that might be something. So that way I have a place to do my gunsmithing for real, possibly open up a gunsmithing shop. Have to get licensed for that in New York, but that's, just part of the process. So we'll go through those things. On top of that, yes, there is more. Things I think didn't go great this year for the channel. When we reached 100 subscribers, I said that I was going to do a giveaway. And I looked into it, and I started saying to myself, I don't know if it's really the right time to do it. So unfortunately, I did back out of that, and I apologize to any of you who got excited for it. It just, to me, the way I wanted to do it, it would have opened me up to some liabilities that I didn't want to deal with. So I'll figure out something for a next big milestone, maybe the 500 subscriber mark. By then, I think we'll have enough people that I can really figure something out and make it happen. On top of that, more things. Running through everything that's been going on, I know there's questions. Why did I leave teaching? Why did I leave my school? What are the circumstances? I did mention in one of my channel updates at some point in time, not yet, I will make a video to tell my teaching story, what my career was like, what I liked about it, what I didn't like about it, why I left, and why I have no intention of ever going back. So we've got that going on. One of the other cool things is that I gotta look into it more. I was approached by my local gun club to be the head coach for a new New York State high school trap league that they're trying to get started. This is part of the National High School Trap Association. Not using the correct terminology right now for the organization, but uh, it's the national organization for trap, skeet, sporting clays, all that kind of stuff. Um, the local school wanted to start up a team and they needed someone to do it. So me and a bunch of the guys at the gun club were approached, and I did agree to be their head coach. So I'll see if I can work in some content related to that at some point, maybe about starting up your team, that sort of thing. I can't do video, obviously, of practices or anything like that because I'm not going to post minors on Facebook or any of the other social media like YouTube. You would need release forms and all that kind of stuff, and I don't think it's worth it, and I also don't want to open myself up to releasing too much information about myself. I do have to maintain some level of secrecy just because of the fact that I don't want to deal with any wackos. I really don't. Uh, I haven't had any yet, but I've definitely had some people comment on videos, as I'm sure you've all seen, who just were completely incoherent, rambling mess that had nothing to do with the video. I'm trying to avoid that kind of stuff, and I'm trying to avoid people really knowing much about my actual private information. It's the times. You all know it too. To put yourself out on social media and open yourself up to criticism from the peanut gallery it's daunting, and I really didn't think I was going to be able to stick with YouTube for as long as I have and still want to continue doing it. uh, Overall, the experience has been positive so far. I hope to keep it that way, so we'll go through that. Otherwise, good year. I don't think there was much else going on. We'll get new content coming to you soon. You'll hear from me about the Cabin Fever Challenge. We'll get some of those reviews made up. And maybe we'll do some instructional videos. I'm also working. This is one of the reasons why I haven't been posting as often. Since moving up here, I brought everything from the southern house up here back to the northern house. And I tell you what, when you're in a public school teaching, it is amazing how much crap you accumulate between all of the worksheets and dittos and everything else that you create outside of school hours. And unfortunately, I'm the type of person who I never stayed really at school after hours unless I had to use the machinery to prep lumber or anything like that. If it was paper related or curriculum related, I came home and I worked on it at home. So I've got all of my stuff here. I've been sorting through it, reducing how much I've got, making sure there's, eliminating duplicates of things so I can make some space and get rid of moving boxes. It's going to be a long, daunting thing. It's amazing. I'm honestly still surprised at how much I developed in 7 years of teaching. So I'm going through this stuff. Once I get through enough of it, I'm going to start digitizing and add more things to the shared drive. If you want to take a look at the resources I've got in that shared drive, go right ahead to the homepage on my YouTube channel and click on the link. I've got it in there. That'll take you right to it. It's the Distract Teach shared drive. I don't claim ownership of everything in there, but about 90% of what's in there, if not more, are things that I created at some point in my career. Some of it's good, some of it is bad. I'm throwing everything in there because you never know what's going to inspire someone. And that's how I looked at it. I have some assignments that are amazing, and I have some assignments that were god awful and I only ever used once, if I used it at all. So beware of that. Not everything that's in that drive is going to be, hey, print it out and use it. But the things that are in there are there for your reference so that those of you out there who are teaching have something to look at, and hopefully it can help you out. That's the main goal, and that's what I really started this channel for. So that stuff will be there. I also, this is the newest thing, and it really hasn't gotten any traction yet. On my last channel update, I mentioned that I have started a Q&A form that you guys can use to ask questions. I'd like to be able to do a Q&A video once in a while and answer viewer questions. So if that's something you're interested in, check out the link. I'm putting it in the description of every video from here on out. And the link is also in the About section of the YouTube channel. So you can go there to find the link as well. So you can go in there, type in what you want to know, be it teaching related, gun related, philosophy, adolescent development, psychology, any of that kind of stuff. You'd be surprised how many places I have been able to do research in and how many things teachers actually have to learn in order to be certified in New York State. We're really masters of none, but we know a lot. I recently, while I was looking through papers here, found my portfolio from college when I took my first automotive class. And man, I tell you what, I don't know how I made it through that class with as good a grade as I did because the assignments were brutal. At some point, I may add that stuff in there too as reference items because there is good stuff in there. But it's all things to take a look at. Teachers are some of the most highly trained individuals in the country. They're right up there with doctors and lawyers. The licensing exams are just as difficult, if not worse. The only thing that's really different is the appreciation and the pay. You know, doctors get appreciated, lawyers get paid, teachers get zilch. So that's where we're at. Thank you all for tuning in. There's already a little bit longer video than I wanted to. We'll talk to you soon.